Paul Graham from Optimal Body Personal Training. Today, I'm going to teach you how to enjoy eating out at restaurants, family dinners, vacations, and other social events and still be able to reach your weight loss goals. When you're going to be eating at one of these types of events, you want to make sure that you have a realistic plan. The biggest problem is most people think, I'm going to be eating some bad food, so there's no point in putting any effort, forget it. I'll just enjoy and indulge, and that'll be fine. You need to actually make it part of your plan. Now, on the flip side of the coin, being part of your plan doesn't mean making yourself feel deprived and only having chicken salad every time you go to one of these events. I want to stress this. You need to avoid the it's part of life, it happens syndrome. So this is where clients have these events coming up and they say, that's just part of life. I completely agree with them. It is part of life and it's going to keep being a part of your life. And that's why it's really important to figure out and learn how to navigate through these situations and still be able to get where you want to go and still be able to enjoy yourself. Most people think it's impossible to do both of those things, but you can. Don't get caught up in the trap of being perfect. Instead, focus on trying to make good choices and continually trying to improve. I don't want to make this sound like it's easy. It's not. It can be very challenging to go through this learning process. But in time, it's going to get easier and easier. So what you need to do is stop and ask yourself, what type of strategy do I want to use? I want to go through a few examples we've used with clients that they found really helpful. But these are just examples. There's endless amounts of strategies you could use. The important thing is to find the one that's right for you. First is one of the biggest ones that help a lot of people. It's when you're going to an all-inclusive vacation, you're going to a family dinner, you're going out to a restaurant, or anywhere else, try to follow one plate. What that means is you're going to only eat one plate of food. It's really easy at these places to start getting huge amounts of food. If you focus on including appetizers, your main course, desserts, everything on just getting one plate of food, you're going to get substantially less food without feeling deprived. Another strategy, if you know you're going to have a meal that's really calorie dense, try skipping breakfast if you normally have breakfast, or having a little bit less food at lunch. This can be a great strategy, but you want to watch for using it too frequently. Very quickly, you can start displacing a lot of healthy foods because you're going to be overindulging in certain things like pizza or cheeseburgers and things that aren't very nutritious. So you do want to watch for that if it starts happening too frequently. Eat until you're 80% full. We say it over and over again, but again, you can do this anywhere. If you're eating at McDonald's, you could do this. If you're eating at your mom's house, you can do this. If you're at an all-inclusive vacation, you can do this. Always go back to 80% full. Stop when you're at the meal before you start eating and assess what you really want to eat. A lot of times when people start indulging in eating different foods, they start eating ones that they're not actually that excited about. If you're going to indulge, make sure it's ones that you absolutely love and just pass on the ones that you're not really excited about eating. Skip snacking in between meals. This is a really effective strategy for people who are on vacations. Try to avoid that snacking in between meals so you get really good and hungry by the time your next meal comes around. Go in setting your intention that to say yes to certain things, you're gonna say no to other things, and decide which things you wanna say yes to and which ones will be easier to say no to. Split meals with a friend, family member, or a partner. So oftentimes there's a lot of different delicious food that looks great and you want to try so much of it. So have someone at the table split meals with you. So you can split an appetizer, you could split a main course, you could split a dessert, or you could pick different components or parts to split. Use this in combination with the one plate rule in eating till 80% full and it'll work really well. Get extra workouts. So in addition to your regular exercise routine, add in some extra workouts. Even if it's just a couple quick 10-minute high-intensity workouts to help get that metabolism up a little bit and burn some extra energy, try to fit some extra ones in if you know you're going to be overindulging at a meal. And alcohol. Go in with a set number in mind of a maximum number of drinks you want to have and actually keep track. Make that number as high as you want, but actually keep track. Commonly what happens is what we refer to as the never-ending wine glass, where it constantly keeps getting refilled, where you keep having beers opened and passed to you. actually keep track of how many you're having. This way, you're going to decrease how much and not feel like you can't have any. Finally, focus on getting water. So, a lot of times people get a lot of increased calories coming from sugary drinks or things that they don't really want. They just get because they always go to a restaurant and order a Coke or order a Sprite. So, try to focus in on water. That'll help to decrease how many calories you have coming in without making you feel more deprived. And of course, being hydrated is going to help to keep you satisfied and help you eat until you're 80% full. Again, these are just a few examples of strategies you can use. The most important thing is that it's delivering what you want. So you're feeling good mentally about how you're living your lifestyle, and it's delivering you the results you want. Come up with strategies, try them out, see what works for you, see what doesn't. And this is the way you're going to get sustainable results. Next video, we're going to talk a little bit about one of the things we touched on in our strategies here. Higher intensity exercise, how to use that to help get your metabolism up, burning more energy, to help you get where you want to go with your body composition.